Have you ever built a snowman? A snowman can be built to be as tall as you are or as small as you would like. The snowman that you build is made up of millions and millions of snowflakes. Before you can even make one small snowball, millions of snowflakes must fall from the sky, enough so that you can gather them together. Just like a snowman is made up of millions of tiny snowflakes, you are made up of millions and millions of cells. Just a few examples of cells in your body include red blood cells and nerve cells. Scientists have been studying animal cells and plant cells for centuries. As a matter of fact, it all began in 1665 when Robert Hooke was studying pieces of cork under an early compound microscope. What he did not know was that he was looking at dead plant cells. Hooke's microscope and cells. Robert Hooke was also the first person to coin the word cell. What he thought were empty little boxes were actually plant cells, because they reminded him of the blocks of cells occupied by monks he called the small block cells. A few years later, in 1673, Anton van Leeuwenhoek observed tiny living things in pond water under his simple microscope. He was the first person to observe animal cells, or what he referred to as tiny little animals. As the years went by and scientists were able to use more sophisticated microscopes to study cells, 3 scientists expanded on Hooke and Leeuwenhoek's findings and developed the cell theory. Those scientists were Matthias Schleiden, Theodor Schwann, and Rudolf Virchow. The first point in the cell theory is that all organisms are made up of one or more cells. The second point of the cell theory is that cells are the basic units of structure and function in living things. And finally, the third point, all cells come from other cells. Thanks to early scientists and the advancement of the microscope, we now know that there are different types of cells in the human body that perform different functions, and groups of cells form tissues, and tissues form organs.